Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. Recently, Activision held a behind-closed-doors presentation to a bunch of video game journalists, big COD gaming influencers, and other industry insiders. As a result of that meeting, inevitably, a lot of leaks about the details of Call of Duty Vanguard, and specifically Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies, has been leaked out into the public, which, for the first time ever, Call of Duty themselves are acknowledging that leaks from that presentation have happened and will continue to happen until the actual game itself is revealed. Now, specifically as it relates to the game's Zombies mode, this is where it gets very interesting and very confusing, because they're doing something that they have never done before. Where originally, I'm talking months ago, it leaked out that Treyarch had some involvement in creating Vanguard Zombies, but no one really knew the level as to which they were involved. Then, a few months later, it was leaked out by Tom Henderson that it seems like Treyarch's role with Vanguard Zombies is more of an advisory capacity, that they're kind of overseeing development of the Vanguard storyline, as it will be set within the same Dark Aether universe that Cold War Zombies is set in. But Activision's presentation to influencers leaked out, and it seeks to pretty much clarify Treyarch's role in the development of Vanguard Zombies, where, to quote a line in the presentation itself, Treyarch is leading development on Zombies. So that does confirm it, that it seems like Treyarch isn't just going to be in an advisory capacity to Vanguard Zombies, that they are actually leading development of the Zombies mode for that game itself. Now, this has never happened before. Treyarch has in fact assisted in development of other studio Zombies games, such as Infinite Warfare Zombies and Sledgehammer Zombies. You can find guys like Jason Blundell and some other people from the Zombies team inside the credits of that game, as they did help out in an advisory role. But for the first time ever, Treyarch is actually leading development of the Zombies mode of a game that they are not lead developing. In a way though, this leaves a whole bunch more questions than answers, right? Mainly, if Treyarch isn't actually lead developing the game itself, how's the cooperation between the studios, between the game engine, all the subsidiary content, including weapon balancing, possible cross-progression between multiplayer, Warzone, and Zombies? How's that all going to be handled when it's two different studios working on the same game? But from that same presentation, it also gives us more details about what we can expect that Treyarch-led Zombies mode to be like. Seeing as COD Vanguard will be set during WW2, it makes logical sense that the Zombies mode in that game will kind of act as a prequel to the events of the Dark Aether storyline within Cold War Zombies, and that is exactly how Activision has pitched it during their insider presentation about Vanguard. So I wouldn't be surprised if a big part of that Dark Aether storyline focuses on the beginnings of Project Endstation, of which we see the actual result here in Cold War Zombies in Maschine. And while I know that the Dark Aether storyline set in like the 1980s here in Black Ops Cold War is very hit or miss depending on who you ask, perhaps a return to an environment and setting that is more traditional to Treyarch Zombies games, like in World at War, like throughout Black Ops 3, in classic maps like Dreisendrache, Gorod Krovi, and Zetsubo no Shima, it might make the actual Dark Aether storyline twist on the original Aether storyline a little bit more interesting for Zombies veterans. But beyond the storyline of the game itself, I'm more interested in how exactly this is going to work. Because remember, it was reported on months ago that the engine that Call of Duty Vanguard is being based off of isn't the engine that Treyarch developed for Cold War, where Vanguard is developed on the engine that Infinity Ward made for Modern Warfare 2019. Now, if Treyarch is going to be developing the Zombies mode, are they going to be doing it on the same Cold War engine and then just tacking it on to the rest of the Vanguard game, so we'll have Zombies running on one engine and then the rest of Vanguard running on a different engine, so things such as movement and graphical fidelity would actually be different between those two modes? Or is Treyarch just saying, you know what, fine, we'll develop it on your own Vanguard engine just to keep everything uniform and make development between multiplayer, campaign, and Zombies more seamless between the studios, than it would have been if they're using two totally different engines. And remember, the official presentation stated that Treyarch is lead developing the Zombies mode, but that doesn't mean that Sledgehammer, which is lead developing the whole of COD Vanguard, isn't going to be playing a major part alongside Treyarch. Now, with the reveal of Treyarch's involvement in Vanguard, it brings up some questions about the future of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, where for months it's been expected that Treyarch will continue development in some form of adding more content to Cold War and Cold War Zombies. But now that they're heavily involved in COD Vanguard's development, I wonder if those plans have been changed or modified. Specifically, as some people have been mentioning now that this has gone public, what is the status of a possible Zombies Chronicles 2, which a lot of people expected would release sometime midway through next year, 2022, and release as Zombies Chronicles did for the Treyarch game, for Black Ops Cold War. But now that Zombies is being lead developed by Treyarch, many people, including some credible insiders like Tom Henderson, are speculating that Zombies Chronicles 2 could end up releasing for Vanguard. And hey, if we're doing speculating, then let's really do speculating. With Treyarch leading development of Vanguard Zombies 2021 COD, I wonder what they're going to do for the Call of Duty released after that, COD 2022, which everybody expects to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, lead developed by Infinity Ward. Is Activision then also going to task the Zombies development team at Treyarch to help develop a Zombies mode for that game as well? Or are they going to do as they did in the first Modern Warfare of just not include a Zombies mode with that COD release, and instead save it for the next Treyarch game a year after that? If that's the case, if they don't include a Zombies mode in Modern Warfare 2, I would imagine that it's probably within that year that we'll see Zombies Chronicles 2. It was leaked that Activision considers Zombies Chronicles 2 like an ace in their sleeve, something to be used when they need it, and if a year goes by without any kind of Zombies mode, well, it seems like during that dry period is the perfect time to release the actual pack. But hey, this is unexplored territory. This has never happened before, and if Treyarch is helping Sledgehammer develop Zombies for their game, who says that they're not going to do the same with Infinity Ward as well? Though, of course, we then have to acknowledge, and I have heard some concerns of, well, if Treyarch's Zombies team is working on Vanguard, and then if they work on Modern Warfare 2's Zombies mode, when are they going to have time to work on their own game, the next Black Ops that we expect to release a few years from now in 2023? Which is a very valid concern that I would hope Activision would address by drastically increasing the size of the Treyarch Zombies development team to enable them to work on a Zombies mode and Zombies maps for two different games at the same time, developing DLC for the current game while also simultaneously having another part of the team develop for the next COD game. In terms of my personal opinion on this, I don't know, people have always said, and I tend to agree, that Treyarch is pretty much the only Zombies team to do Zombies right. They didn't quite hit the mark in Black Ops 4, but I personally think they've hit a home run here in Cold War Zombies. And if there's a studio that you want to be lead developing the Zombies mode every year, it's Treyarch. So it does make me more optimistic about the status and how good the actual Vanguard Zombies mode will be. Since we know it's being released by Treyarch, it's likely to actually be pretty good. But I'd love to know what you guys think. This is an absolute bombshell. I didn't even think this was a possibility, but evidently it's happening. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it down in the comments. I can't wait to share more updates and details about this when we know more. So hey, if you did enjoy the video, consider giving it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. I can't wait to see how this story is going to play out, and I'll be sharing it all with you guys when it happens, but I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace!